Asus is finally back on track. While the company promised us empowered luxury for all, the past few iterations of their smartphones have been met with a lot of criticism by the company's once loyal fanbase, which is something they wanted to correct this year, and their pricing certainly made us believe again. But does the phone actually deliver the goods? Hey guys, what's happening? Jamie here from Unbox, and this is our full review of the Asus Zenfone 5. In terms of build quality and design, the Zenfone 5 is on par with flagship smartphones despite being a mid-range device. You've got an all-glass back with an aluminum frame that bears the company's signature concentric circles to give it an added visual pop compared to its competition. Suffice to say, we think it looks really good and it feels good in the hand as well. For its display, the Zenfone 5 is rocking a 6.2-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD panel at an aspect ratio of 19:9. Just like its contemporaries, it has a notch that holds the earpiece, a sensor, and the phone's 8-megapixel front camera. It's definitely a polarizing design element that you'll have to get used to if you're not a fan, and we wish that they'd give us the option to hide it behind black bars in future software updates. As for the actual display, it looks pretty nice. The Full HD Plus panel produces crisp images, and the viewing angles are pretty generous. Color reproduction is on point, though we didn't see much of a difference in color temperature with the AI Assist feature on. The audio on the device is loud and well defined, which was a bit of a surprise. You'll definitely enjoy consuming content on the Zenfone 5. This year's Zenfone is equipped with one of Qualcomm's newest SoCs, the Snapdragon 636, paired with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of expandable storage. It certainly has enough zip for the phone's mid-range audience. Gamers won't be disappointed either, as the SoC is accompanied by an Adreno 509 GPU, which makes short work of the most popular gaming titles on the highest settings. Like most phones in the market, the Zenfone 5 comes equipped with facial recognition. It unlocks the phones quickly with a good margin of error, but we still prefer using the fingerprint scanner. If you followed our reviews on past iterations of the Zenfone and its many variations, you'd know that we absolutely abhorred the company's UI overlay because of the bloatware it came with. They cut back on it on Zen UI 4 and thankfully has fixed many of the issues with Zen UI 5 that's built on top of Android Oreo. There's still a few features that we feel the phone could do without, but there are some pretty useful ones like Power Master and Power Boost. Just like its predecessors, the Zenfone 5 is equipped with 2 rear cameras and a single selfie shooter. The 2 cameras on the back are comprised of a 12-megapixel main shooter that's equipped with a Sony IMX363 sensor and an f-stop of f1.8. The secondary is an 8-megapixel wide-angle camera with a 120-degree lens. The company has always harped on the performance of the cameras on their phones, and the Zenfone 5 definitely delivers on the goods, helped along with the phone's AI capabilities, of course. Images we've captured on this device look pretty good with excellent color reproduction, sharpness, and exposure. The dynamic range can be a little bit wonky, so make sure you take safeties. Night shots came out surprisingly good as well, though you can still expect to see a fair bit of noise. The front camera is at 8 megapixels with an aperture of f2.0, and it's one of the weak points of the device. That's not a dig on its selfie prowess, but you've got to admit that the competition has been extraordinarily fierce in the selfie space. The Zenfone 5 is juiced up by a 3300 mAh battery, and unfortunately, we've been unable to run our usual benchmark test to measure its lasting power. We did find that it had enough juice to last a day with moderate use. We strongly advise carrying a power bank just in case you're a heavy user. The good news here is that the phone supports fast charging, so topping it up won't take that long. So, is the Asus Zenfone 5 worth a look? In a word, yes. Yes, it is. After 2 years of pricing missteps, Asus finally has a solid mid-range offering in this device. Priced at $19,995, the Zenfone 5 is a worthy comeback and has rekindled the flame that many of its previous and current users felt when they were first introduced to the Zenfone 2 and the Zenfone 2 Deluxe. Asus is finally back, and we're hoping that they stay the course this time around. And that pretty much does it for this full review of the Asus Zenfone 5. As always, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, plus subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss the next one. If you have any questions, take to the comment section and we'll do our best to answer as soon as we can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph and make sure you hit us up on Facebook and Instagram. This is Jamie, and I'll see you next time.